Today we are making turkey burgers that will change your dinner routine, I promise. So 2 words about turkey burgers. If you want to make good turkey burgers, don't try to make them similar to hamburgers. To make a great turkey burgers, we need to work on the turkey and forget about beef. So 1 word about the meat. I bought ground turkey meat and I bought a 93-7% ratio of lean meat and fat. I recommend doing that for 2 reasons. The 99% lean meat is too lean. It's basically only breast. In the 93%, in order to be 93, they put also the thighs, so it's slightly more flavorful in my opinion, and that extra fat will help. In general, with burgers, the ratio is 80-20. Since the meat is this lean, we need to compensate, we need to add fat. How do we do that? We do that with extra virgin olive oil because it's flavorful, so it adds flavor as well. But if you were to add only olive oil, the meat wouldn't be able to retain it, okay? So it would basically fry in the pan. So we need something to absorb the oil, and that's breadcrumbs. So now we have the breadcrumbs full of oil and the meat, and we need to make them stick together, so we use the egg white and parsley. So the combination of oil, breadcrumbs, egg yolk will make the turkey much juicier, balance out the percentage of lean and fat, and add flavor. In terms of spices, I tried a lot of combination, but the one I liked the most was garlic and parsley. I'm using garlic powder because it flavors the burger more uniformly. You can use fresh garlic, but I recommend using garlic powder. Perfect, let's start cooking. Here you go. By the way, I usually use frozen parsley because I don't always buy it fresh, and it works just as well. Oh, and another thing, I don't use parsley powder because I don't like the flavor of the powder, which is pretty funny considering I'm using garlic powder. But again, preferences. I actually use parsley powder once for my recipes, and I mean, I didn't mind it, my friends didn't like it. So I guess it's stuck with me in some way. Parsley done. And now the meat. Burger's weight should vary from 100 to 130. My sweet spot is 110, 120. Perfetto. We got the meat. Now oil. For 1 pound of meat I add 10 grams of oil. And then breadcrumbs. Lastly, egg. Voila. And guys, I promise it's super quick. Parsley, garlic powder, pinch of salt, a bit of pepper for flavor. Wash your hands and we're ready to go. You can do it with the fork, you can do it with a spoon, you can do it with gloves, but the old school, grandma school, wants it done by hand. Okay, so this is the consistency. You see it's not too solid, but at the same time it stays together. This is important because in order to be juicy, it needs to be soft. Then next step, keep your hands wet because this is the secret to not make the meat stick to your hands. And now we make 5 burgers. Make a little bowl in your hands, and this is it. This is one of our burgers. I put it in the bowl. Perfect, we have the 5 burgers. Now we move on the stoves and we start cooking them. All right, a bit of oil. Okay, of oil, just the minimum to coat the bottom, okay? The pan doesn't need to be piping hot because they're not beef burgers, so they will need to cook throughout. There's no medium rare here, so they'll stay longer. If you have time, you can shape them in the form of a patty. I'll show you my method in a second. Patty's done, it's even therapeutic, especially if you're stressed. We don't touch them, we let them pan fry the bottom, and then we flip them. Time to flip them. Look at this color. Okay, my heat is on medium. And you see that they're in the pan, there's no excessive oil, okay? It's pretty dry. That's because the oil is being retained by the breadcrumbs and tied to the meat by the egg white. Sounds like a tail, the tail of the turkey burgers. Time to flip for the second time. Jonah. fame. And this one, guys, has become my weekly dinner because it's just delicious in my opinion, and it's different, you know, it's a completely different taste than usual beans, eggs, beef, chicken. You understand they're cooked when you don't see a lighter part in the middle on the side. You see the color is uniform. And these are the juiciest turkey burgers you'll probably ever cook without butter. Sentite la crosta. Belle robe. The color is uniform, there's no pink part in here, so it's fully cooked. And for the juiciness test, you see, beautiful. I hope I gave you an idea for a different dinner that can become a routinary dinner. Try it, let me know what you think, and yeah, enjoy.